Welcome to episode 20 of Online Card Classes Crafty Chat. Today we're talking about holiday crafting.
Hey everyone, welcome to Online Card Classes Crafty Chat. My name is Lydia Fiedler. I am the community manager of Split Coast Stampers, and I blog my cards and random thoughts at understandblue.com. And today we just have the team with us for our Crafty Chat. We have Jennifer McGuire.
Hi, I'm Jennifer McGuire, and occasionally I might have a little visitor. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Who are you? Lila's homesick today, so, she might pop in time to time.
She's our special guest today.
Yeah, Foxy's here too, and some workers downstairs, so we might just have a little party.
And we have Christina Werner.
Hey guys, Christina here. I am the other co-founder at Online Card Classes with Jennifer, and I blog at kwarnerdesigns.com. And what's going on with me? Jennifer's got lots of people at her house. I, once again, have a head cold. I just got rid of mine. If you guys have been watching previous Crafty Chats, I think it was just like 2 episodes ago when I said I had a head cold. Well, it's back. So here we are.
Well, that's perfect, though, because today's topic is going to be about surviving the holidays. We have lots of survival situations happening. Me, I'm surviving. It's like 95 degrees inside my house for some reason. It's still summer down here, so.
Isn't it always summer down there?
It's always summer, always.
Where are you at? Like, where do you live? Like, some people might not know.
Oh, yeah. I live in Austin, Texas, which Jennifer affectionately refers to as the monsters inside me, capital of the world. It's actually monsters outside me because we have all of these things trying to kill us all the time in Texas.
Well, have you ever seen that show, Monsters Inside Me?
No, I can't take it. It's too much for me.
So it's a show where, somebody comes on and talks about how they were sitting at their kitchen table and all of a sudden they could see something crawling in their arm under their skin, and they decide it's okay. And like 3 weeks later, when their arm is like disintegrating, they decide to go to the doctor, and the doctor, investigates, and they say, turns out this person had just visited Austin, Texas. Or like one of them was like, this guy was sitting in his class at the University of Texas when all of a sudden he saw a worm in his eye. It's like, why are they always in Austin, Texas? I don't get it.
It's actually an elaborate PR campaign to keep people from moving here. That's what we want.
Or the production company who makes that show is based in Austin, so all of their contacts are people in Austin.
I don't know. My husband went to school there and loves it, and Kay lives there now and loves it. It's a great city, but it's the host of Monsters.
I did not know he went to school here.
Mm-hmm. He got his doctorate there. Yeah.
Check that out. That's where I went to. I went to graduate school at UT too.
Cool.
Small world.
Yep.
Well, we're not going to talk about monsters today. We are going to talk about surviving the holidays and surviving holiday crafting, because obviously the 3 of us are so great at getting everything done on time and planning ahead. So we thought, why not just talk to us? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Crafting during the holidays.
I feel like this should be actually called like surviving the holidays, holiday crafting, aka making it look like you're surviving the holiday crafting.
Yes, that's the actual topic, is making.
I don't think anyone really feels like they actually do survive it without any, bumps in the road.
No, although I do talk to people who start their holiday crafting in July, and those are people I don't understand.
That's Christina.
I only had one project. That was it.
Well, all right. So I want to know, we're going to go around and we're going to do a true confession about holiday cards. So Jennifer, we're going to start with you. Do you make and send holiday cards?
I make my cards, and they're all the same, and they're all photo cards with some craftiness to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not start until after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because I usually get my family photo on the Thanksgiving break, and then I have to get them done. And I'm okay if they get there like the day before Christmas.
Oh, I completely agree.
I don't care. It works for me. But yeah, I like to use a family photo. And so all the cards I make on my blog and stuff are just sent to people around the holidays or donated to card drives or things like that.
So do you share your family photo card on your blog every year?
Sometimes.
If it's a good picture of you.
Oh, this year I don't have a family photo. So I usually do sometimes. I don't know. It just,
I think maybe you post
Christmas Day, I'll put it up. So.
Would you mind sending me this year so I can put the T-Rex in it before you send it out?
Yeah, Lydia's marvelous at photoshopping in a T-Rex into our photos. So
it's part of the McGuire family, and I feel like it should be included this year.
Well,
that's my suggestion.
Not that I want to give you more work, Jennifer, but I really think you should compile a blog post that shows all of your different family photo cards from over the years, because I'm sure you got at least one of them, right?
I didn't keep one every year. So
I bet your mom did.
Mom might have. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, this year I don't have a family photo, so I have. There's this artist. I'll have to. Sophie and Lily, I think, or something. I will give you a link, Lydia, so you can share, because she does amazing work. But she does like these family illustrations that are adorable. And so I emailed her this morning, and it's too late.
Oh, shoot.
So I was going to ever do a family illustration and do that as the photo card. But
Oh, I have someone who you might be able to use. I will send you her info.
oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's also, she used to work at Stampin' Up. She's really, well, she wasn't even an illustrator there. She was actually a concept artist. But now she's into watercolor and stuff.
Oh, I would love
Fun.
I'm going to put her Instagram on blast right now just because she's awesome. I believe it is, let me look it up. Emily Call Illustration.
Okay, while she's doing that, Jennifer, when you say you take your photos over Thanksgiving break,
Yeah.
Are they professionally done, or do you just have, is it a good photo that was just taken on vacation, or how do you do it?
Usually I force the family to stop whatever we're doing the day after Thanksgiving and take a picture out front.
Okay.
Sometimes they're professional. Like last year I used a professional one because we had Audrey's senior pictures taken, so we took some family photos. But 9 times out of 10, it's last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's cute.
this is one of her little illustrations.
Ah,
There's other ones that are a little whimsical. Like she's got like this little ghost who's under the weather.
Oh, that's you today, Christina.
Totally is me. And she's got little houses and little things like that. So
Oh, how
I
fun.
like it. That's cute. I'll have to check it out. I'm trying to find the gal that I had emailed.
this is my favorite. I saw it the other day and I was like, that's adorable. It needs to be.
Oh, that is so sweet.
He's so cute.
Oh, he is cute. He'd be a great stamp.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
okay,
there's a knitting one too.
Oh,
her stuff looks familiar. I think I follow her. Oh,
Did you? You might.
good. Okay, look up.
Lila, that little headband. That's so cute.
Can you look up Sophie and Lily? Lili
Which headband? Which headband?
on Instagram. She's
Like
got
on their website.
Yeah.
Well, that's adorable.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
Portraits.
yeah. Look at how cute those are too.
Oh, boy.
So sorry for the coffee, guys.
I'm too late though. I'm still gonna have her do one. It's just maybe it's next
Have
year.
her do it this year for next year, and that could be a year ahead.
What headband?
Okay, Christina, how about you? Do you do holiday cards?
I don't do specific ones. I do my holiday card series, so I always have 25 individual unique cards. So those are the ones I usually send out. And then I'll have some cards that are left over from our holiday classes, the online card classes. So generally, I would say I probably have about 40 unique cards every year that I started making like back in September, so I start a while back. And then I'll send them out maybe the second week in December.
Mm-hmm.
So it really just depends, what I've already have on hand and what I've made. So
Okay. I also start at Thanksgiving, like Jennifer. Usually, if we go to Santa Fe for Thanksgiving, that's where I like design my card, and then I'll come home and make it. because I actually send out about 200 cards at Christmas. And so, but I don't start until Thanksgiving. I come up with the one design and then I just do them, you know, every night a little bit. Sometimes they won't get there till Christmas Eve, and that's fine. But I love holiday cards because for a lot of people on my list, it's kind of my only contact with them during the year. And so I consider it a little gift, a little handmade gift. And I just love the process of it. But I do, there's no way I could start in July or August. For one thing, it's 106 degrees and I'm not feeling super festive about the holidays in July. But also I just don't have time built into the schedule. But I love sending holiday cards. So
For sure. So the one crafty thing that I started back in July, and it's not even card related, but I will share them with you all. And if anyone in my family is watching, please turn off the video right now because it's going to spoil the surprise. Except my mom, because she's seen me making these and so she knows about it. But I found this, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to look it up now. I found this girl who sells patterns to create felt ornaments. And she has a series. There's going to be 12 sets for the 12 days of Christmas. I think she's up to maybe 8 or 9 right now. She started a few years ago. And I think she only puts out like 2 or 3 patterns a year. So I'm coming into it a little bit late. You know, obviously she's 8 or 9 days into it. But, you know, if you started back in the day, I mean, you could do 1 ornament per year. Anyway, so why I was doing these ornaments, my siblings and, you know, as well as my mom, we decided last year that instead of exchanging gifts and like having to go out and, you know, figure out what you're going to buy someone, instead of doing that, we would give each other a Christmas ornament. And then so over the course of the year, you'll have a whole tree that's just filled with unique Christmas ornaments from family. So last year, what did I do last year? Last year I had a family picture that we took in Disneyland and I had put that on an ornament. This year I'm making the day 1 of that 12 Days of Christmas ornament set and they're already done. I'm going to go and find them so I can show them to you. Hold on.
Okay. And I'm going to ask Jennifer a question about her photos again. Sorry, forgot this one. So do you have a company that you like to send your photos to get them made into photo cards?
No, if I do a photo card, I've done a bunch of different ones. Usually Minted are the ones. Sorry for the banging. But usually, like if I do something crafty, I just get them printed at Costco and I trim them down and I stick them onto my crafty card. So like last year I did a foil border and then my photo was in the center and I just printed them at Costco.
You know, we don't send out pictures of us and the cats. So I'm not used to the photo printing process.
I don't know why, but I've just always done a photo card. I've done photo collages. I've done all kinds of things. They're getting simpler because my list is getting longer. Yeah. So it's over 200 now. So I mass produce, man. That Misty, my Misty stamping tool gets a workout.
Yeah, that's life-changing for holiday cards for sure.
Usually some heat embossing on it, and there's usually some sewing with a sewing machine.
Wow.
Well,
that's
like
impressive.
No, but it's still simple. Like I'll do a family photo with a vellum piece over it, and I'll sew it across the top to adhere it, so you can lift it up. But it doesn't. You just scooch it through your sewing machine. It doesn't take that long.
I don't know. I'm still impressed.
Assembly line, baby.
Yep.
Okay, you ready for this?
Ready.
It's so cute.
Yes, she has seen these. Okay, so it's a set of a partridge and a pear.
Oh!
And so this is one of the color schemes I did. This is like one of the suggested color schemes. She has amazing patterns. They're so easy to work with. And you use like you print out the pattern on like a fusible, I don't know what it's called. It's been so long since I made these. It's been, 2 or 3 months. But you actually like stick the pattern onto the felt, sew through it. So that's how you get these really nice stitches. And then you soak the felt and the pattern template like melts away. So then you can also do like, has the number 1 on the back for day 1. So this was one color scheme.
That is super fancy.
And then this is the other color scheme.
Ooh, beautiful.
Like yellows and greens and blues. It kind of matches me today. So so these are really cute, and they weren't super difficult to do. And like this is kind of like one of my first projects where I'm sewing these like plush little thingies, and I think it worked out really well. Having the pattern showing you where to do all the stitching, totally life-changing, because there's no way I could have just, free-handed that. Like, no way. I'm not that good at stitching.
Yeah,
So
neat. But that's a lot of embroidery. That's really nice.
yeah. So I think it took me a couple weeks to finish these, and I was working on them like in every spare moment. But all of them, all in here.
Wow. How many are you making total?
I made 4 sets because there are 4 siblings in my family, and my mom lives with me, so we only have 1 Christmas tree. So only did the 4. But
Nice.
that's the project.
I love the idea of a melting pattern.
Well, I do know that I got all the felt from benzydesign.com, and she actually has on her website, it's all packaged together. She'll send you, like for those color schemes, all the thread you need, all the felt. You can even buy like the fusible pattern stuff that you print the template out on. Oh, it's MMM Crafts. That's the girl who does these patterns. So she has, let me share my screen.
Oh, those are cute.
Okay, so this is what her patterns look like. So she just barely did this, 8 Swans Swimming. So that's the one that she's recently come out with. This one right here. Oh, 7th Day.
Oh.
7 Swans Swimming. So just gorgeous.
Oh, that is
the one that I saw originally, or maybe it was just, she has a black version of that one that I saw. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I really need to make these. So that's when I got into it. Oh, this one right here. This is the exact one that I saw that I was like, oh my gosh, whatever this is, it's just a bird. I didn't even know it was like 12 Days of Christmas. I'm like, I need to make this. So she sells her patterns through Etsy, but if you go to benzydesign.com, it's BENZIE design.com, where you can buy the felt. She actually, I think she sells the pattern with it too. I'm not entirely sure. I think she does, but such cute ornaments. So I'm just gonna like make it the tradition to like, do the next day each year. So next year I'll do day 2.
Oh, cool.
I thought that was just so fun.
Yeah, that's nice. I guess we can talk about gifts now, because in my family several years ago, we decided we were going to do handmade only gifts. So no one can store buy a gift in our family, except for we do have one very small child still in the family, and everybody can buy the kid, toys or whatever.
So you started this years ago and it's still going?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We love it. It's called, what we call it is handmade or regift only Christmas. So for all of the adults in the family, you can hand make a gift or you can regift something out of your house, which those are always hilarious, by the way. But you can't store buy anything. And so we've had the most creative Christmas gifts for like the last 5 or 6 years. It is so much fun, especially when the people in the family, like my 85-year-old dad, who isn't exactly crafty, has to come up with a gift for you. You get some really, really funny things.
Give us an example. I want to know what some of these gifts are.
Okay, let's see. Last year, well, I can't spill the one for this year because it's so awesome. It's going to be a blog post, the one that I'm doing. But one year, my brother-in-law re-gifted us like random camping supplies. Like I got the little things that you snap them and they warm up, which is so completely inappropriate for
hand warmers,
Texas. Yeah. like if you're stranded out on the ice somewhere, this would be a great gift. We've given paintings and drawings, and last year my nephew's now wife, it was a fiance back then, did the homemade laundry soap, dish soap, all different kinds of soap for everybody with all kinds of fun scents. Like our dishwasher soap was clove scented, and we had all this fun laundry soap. My dad gave us something that he made out of, my dad's a math professor. And one year he gave us some random math professor related gift. Like it was made out of math books, or it was graph paper that he had laying around or something like that. But they're always really fun. And then for me and my sister, who we're both super crafty. So for us, it's an opportunity to really make something fun. But what it really does, the best thing about the Handmade or Regift Christmas is not one person in my family has the stress of shopping in the fall. So the fall is so much more relaxing leading up to Christmas that we can just, everything we need is in our house because we're making it or regifting it. And it's been absolutely the best thing we've ever done for the holidays. It's completely changed Christmas for all of us.
Awesome.
So, but I know you always buy super creative gifts for all the nieces and nephews. So what's your gift strategy? You got any tips?
My gift strategy is call the parents and ask what the children are into that year. My one sister who lives in town near me, I see her children quite often. So I can usually guess like what they would enjoy as a gift. But my other sister lives in Arizona, and I don't see those children quite as often. So I don't always know what they're into. One thing that's hilarious is that I guess there's this show on Nickelodeon called Marvelous Ladybug or something like that? Have you heard of this? I guess it's like a superhero show. I don't know anything about it other than my sister said that their entire family's obsessed with it right now. But it's basically like I'm going to get one of them like marvelous pajamas, and apparently like the oldest one who's 16, she's completely embarrassed that she actually loves this show. So my sister's like, you should buy her this t-shirt, and she'll open it up and she'll think it's hilarious. She'll never wear it out of the house, but she'll love it.
Yeah, exactly. Her secret.
So, I ask my sister what they would enjoy, what they would like. And then I usually just have one big massive Amazon.com order and like order everything all at once and have it shipped to me, and I'll wrap it and then send it to them. Or in this case, for this year, I'm actually going to have it sent to my sister, because for my littlest niece who's turning 2 in December, I think Pottery Barn has them, but I'm going to get a cheap one on Amazon. They're these look like little chairs, little recliner chairs, or those little side chairs. You get them in like plaid or pink, or, like Pottery Barn, they'll embroider their initial on it or whatever. But with Amazon, it's just a cute little chair. And my other niece who's in town, I gave hers for her first birthday, and she loves it even now. She's nearly 3. So I'm going to get another one for my nieces in Arizona, because she's the youngest of 6. She doesn't like have anything that's quite just her own, but all the older kids are much too big for the chair this small. So it really is going to be just her chair. So kind of cute. So, but that's so big, I'm not going to ship it here and then
right.
But what Christina is forgetting to mention is she does this way in advance.
Oh yeah, I started this weekend. I like to have everything bought, at least for the Arizona people, by Halloween.
That is insane.
I want to have candy bought by Halloween. So I can pass out candy. That's the only thing on my to-do list before Halloween.
Yes, same here, and it's already done this year.
I don't have Halloween candy yet, so I don't know. I'm thinking about Christmas, but I don't have Halloween candy.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy early. My hat is off to you. That's impressive.
Well, really, if you think about it, if you're ordering it all online, it really, and you know exactly what you're looking for, and you can get it on Amazon. I mean, a couple hours spent searching it out, and you're done. It's super fast.
Amazon has changed shopping forever. I mean, I couldn't live without it now. I don't know what we did before it.
I like to wait until the holidays to buy. That's like part of the joy for me. Yeah. So that waits till after Thanksgiving too. I don't feel stressed at Christmas around that time, because I choose not to. I want to enjoy it. So I get what I can done, and that's it.
I have the luxury of working from home and kind of setting my own hours. And so I can go to the store in the middle of the day when it's not quite as busy. I can avoid those really busy times. So to wait until the holidays when it's super busy and I don't want to be there, I'm just like, I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to get it done super early.
I don't enjoy shopping, so it's
I love how everybody's in a good mood.
yeah, that is nice.
Love it.
Well,
It's fun.
that obviously this is coming from a person who hasn't driven in Austin during the holidays. So maybe everybody in Ohio is in a good mood. But here they're a little cranky because we have terrible traffic.
No, because you have monsters inside you.
Monsters, they have monsters inside them. Poor people. Okay, so wait, one more question on cards before we move off of gifts onto something else.
Okay.
My tip for cards is, this is the one thing that I do throughout the year, is I use my Gmail contacts to print my Christmas labels. Because after I've handmade 200 cards, I'm sorry, you're getting a label on the outside of your envelope. But throughout the year, I set up a group in Gmail, and I actually have a video on this on YouTube. And I'll add people. So if I, meet new friends or whatever, I just go in and quickly add them to the Christmas group throughout the year. And then when it comes time to mail my cards, all I do is export that list. It's completely always up to date. If someone has been naughty during the year and they get dropped from my Christmas list, it's just one click in Gmail to take them out of the Christmas group. And then it takes 5 minutes to print 200 labels and I'm done. That's my
Okay. I know what you can give me for Christmas.
Okay.
A video tutorial showing that. Because just last night, I sat down and I'm like, I'm going to start over. Start over. I haven't mailed out my change of address cards yet that I ordered before we moved in. So they've been sitting here for a few months. And I was thinking I need to just start over so that I can print, because I usually handwrite my Christmas envelopes. And I need to stick a label on them.
Yep.
I spend the time inside the card. I'll decorate the envelope, but I'm going to stick a label on it.
Same
Usually
here.
Ken does it. But,
Pretty label. I mean, you can make it really pretty.
so I need to know how to format it into something that I can print into labels.
Yep.
So if you could do that by December 23rd, I would love you for it.
I could probably do it by the end of today because I actually have a tutorial on part of it. So
You do?
I do. I
You
did.
are amazing. You're
last
going to
year.
change card makers' lives.
Yeah, it really makes a huge difference for me and then you can spend the time writing a really super personal message, which I like to do, especially for people I haven't seen, throughout the year, and then boom, boom, boom. And I love that it gets updated throughout the year too. Any other address system does not work for me. So Gmail contacts, that's my tip. Okay, so now the really important part.
You're on a PC, right?
I am on a PC.
Okay, that might be the only kink in our plan here is that Jennifer's on a Mac.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Christina,
What?
I'm sure you know how to do what Lydia's talking about.
Well, I haven't done it specifically from Gmail, but within contacts, I have everyone's address and I know how to, export things from that.
See, I have everybody in Excel spreadsheet from back in the day.
Oh, that's so easy.
You can import that into Gmail and then export it back out to labels.
Oh. What kind of labels are you using? Like Avery or something?
Yeah, I like to get some pretty ones at the holidays. So I either, depending on what my envelope looks like, I might get the clear Avery ones and print on there if I don't want it to interfere with my envelope. Or sometimes if I have a silver one, I'll get silver ones, or, I do it a little bit different every year. I don't just stick a white address label on one of those pretty Audrey blue envelopes.
Yeah, I usually do clear. And
yeah, clear's nice. And you can use beautiful fonts and make it really. I found a handwriting font a couple years ago that was perfect. It really looked like my handwriting. Christina can make us a font.
You think?
Yeah. No, I want you to stamp every holiday envelope with Concord and Knights script.
Like this?
Like hooking every letter together. Yes.
Have you done that video yet?
Yep, I did the video. I love this set.
I love it too. It is sitting on my desk right now. I could touch it.
Wow, your stamping on the capital letters is amazing.
Oh, it's not great. Don't look close. But I don't think it needs to be.
But it's
I
so
love that dark envelope.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Key ruler, baby.
Okay, let's talk about the most important part of the holidays.
Okay, what's that?
Baking.
Food.
Cooking. during the holidays.
Okay.
I accidentally did something for myself this weekend that was awesome. That got me ready for the holiday cooking season. And that was, I don't know what came over us, but it came over both of us at the same time. We went completely crazy and disassembled our entire refrigerator, bleached out the whole thing, washed all the shelves, threw away all the expired, Worcestershire sauce from 3 years ago. And so now I feel like joyful. I feel like I'm ready to start getting all the stuff that I need to make my Alton Brown fruit cakes and to cook for the holidays. And I have room in there for a turkey at Thanksgiving, because that is a part of the holidays that I really enjoy, is cooking and like sharing food gifts with my neighbors and my friends.
For sure.
Well, you have my address, so just mail some on up here.
Y'all will be getting a free range fruitcake at a minimum.
Free range, what does that mean? Free range fruitcake. What does that mean for fruitcake?
Is it allowed to run around?
You know how everybody hates fruitcake and they think it's disgusting because the gross, like jellied, weird candy that they have in it at the store. So Alton Brown has this recipe. It's called free range fruitcake, and it has like these amazing fruits in it, like dried currants and dried cherries, and it's like 100% a real food instead of that other stuff. And you spray it with brandy every single day. So you get to have brandy in a spray bottle, which bonus, that's good. That makes you cheerful for the holidays. And you spray it and you keep it for several weeks until it's completely soaked with brandy and becomes like the most amazing food on earth.
So it's pretty boozy.
Yes, it's very boozy.
You're going to have a piece and be drunk.
Yeah, totally. And this is like, I have a list of people who just like go completely crazy for this fruitcake, and I make them one every year. And
So how many do you make? Do you make like 10 or something?
I probably make 25 to 30 of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I lovingly baste them every day for a couple weeks and then give them out. And honest to God, people just fight over them now. Like I have to, they'll be leaving them to people in their will and stuff. It's a great cake. So
I think we need to
really
try
like
it.
that kind of gift giving. Huh?
I think we need to try it.
Oh yeah. You'll get one. It's amazing. You'll hoard it though. Like my friend Kim, she's like, my family does not know the location of that fruitcake.
I make gifts, but I don't bake gifts.
You assemble gifts.
Yeah, well, for teachers, I always do gift cards. Well, not always. I usually do gift cards because there's so many teachers, and I want them to get what they want.
Yeah.
But I will sew like a felt thing, make what it's in to make it a little more special. One year, the best gift I ever did, and I never gave them out, but it's a great idea, is to go to like Home Goods, and there are some gorgeous wrapping papers. And you get like a bunch of Christmas wrapping papers and bows and decorations for gifts and put it in a basket and give that.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Yeah, I did it for Colin's Montessori teacher one year, and she went into labor, so I never got to give it to her.
Well, at my sister's house, we have a wrapping party every year for the neighborhood. So it's usually like the 23rd, and everyone can come over, and they don't have to bring anything except their presents.
Nice.
And we have wrapping stations set up. We have all the wrapping paper, the bows. Of course, I make tags and cards and stuff for them. And then they come over and they can have wine and eat cookies and wrap their presents away from their house so nobody sees them wrapping them and have a relaxing moment.
I will deal with the monsters just so I can live by you and experience these things.
It is really fun. The whole neighborhood comes.
Nice. I like it.
And it takes the stress out of it, especially if they're trying to hide a bike or whatever from their child. They can just, hide it over there and get it all wrapped. It's really fun. You should do one. And after a while, people start bringing you wrapping papers. Now we have enough wrapping paper to get us through the zombie apocalypse.
Sounds like you have some amazing holiday traditions.
We do. And it's because we're not out buying presents.
But you're making them.
What about you, Christina? Are you a baker?
I want to be. Sometimes I try. I always say, oh, I'm going to make beautiful Christmas sugar cookies, and it never happens. I've got like 5 books with great sugar cookie ideas and all this stuff to do it. I just never have the time. Around Thanksgiving, I do Thanksgiving dinner at my house with my family. So not Thanksgiving Day, though. It's the Saturday before. But yeah, so I'll do a little baking for that. But the tradition that we've added the last couple of years is that we used to do just like regular snacks before Thanksgiving dinner, you know, leading up to the dinner so people aren't starving. But we started adding in like assorted cheeses. And I go to, like, we have this amazing like local grocery store chain called Harmon's. Everyone who is from Utah will attest to this, that Harmon's is the most amazing grocery store you've ever been to.
Are you getting teary? Are you tearing up a little bit?
No, my nose is running because I'm sick. No, I might as well be tearing up. Like when my mom moved to Arizona years ago, before she came back here to Utah, she called like the week after she moved, and she was like, she didn't say, oh, I miss you, I miss the family. No, she said, I miss Harmon's. Harmon's is the best grocery store in the world. I was lucky enough to sit on a plane next to the CFO of Harmon's once.
Wow.
And I just was like raving. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Harmon's. I just over and over. And he was like, yeah, we love to hear it and everything. And anyway, back to the cheeses. My local Harmon's has a whole cheese counter. Like there's a whole section where it's all just cheeses. And there's, what did they call it? Like this person has like a special title who's like the cheese master.
Cheese meister?
Probably. I want to say it's like the cheese. I can't remember what it is, but
Mr. Fromage.
I guess so. I don't know. But my first year after I moved into my house, so this will be my 4th Christmas here. For Thanksgiving that year, I went in and I was just buying things, you know, for snacks or whatever. And I stopped by the cheese counter, the cheese place. And I was like, well, what types of cheeses would you recommend? And so she totally gave me all of these amazing ideas on like which cheeses to get and like which grapes to have with them and crackers and things like that. So we try like I think 4 different cheeses every year. One of the cheeses comes back every year because it's everyone's favorite. But we tried ones that had like bacon flavoring to them or ones that taste like different things. And every year there's always one that just bombs. Like no one likes it. But
the cheese that stands alone, you mean?
Yeah, no one wants it. But I think it's Wisconsin butter case cheese.
Yes, we get that cheese. That cheese is like crack.
Isn't it so good? That's the one that comes back every year.
Yeah.
So we do cheeses and like I like cut them into cubes and I put little labels so everyone knows like what cheese is what, and we all, you know, I could send you a picture of last year's spread with the cheeses.
I would love that.
Blog post.
I will include it in the video.
And so we have a lot of cheeses, and we just have like, because we've never really done like an appetizer spread until the last few years. So I'll do those, and then I'll sometimes get some of the like frozen appetizer things from Williams-Sonoma.
Uh-huh.
They're expensive, but it's once a year, and we just try different ones. So they have these little tiny pot pies that are bite-sized that we all really love.
Oh, nice.
And then as far as Thanksgiving dinner goes, we don't do the traditional turkey because on Thanksgiving Day, I go to my dad's house and they fry a turkey. And if you've ever had a fried turkey, oh my gosh.
That's very
life
big
will be
here.
changed forever. Have you had one?
Oh yeah, we have them almost every year.
Oh my gosh, they're so delicious.
Yeah,
So
in 45 minutes.
I'm not even going to try to do a turkey anymore because it cannot compare to that turkey. So we do a ham. We do a ham with, I think in Utah we call them like funeral potatoes because they're like these cheesy potatoes that we have at funerals.
Yep, we're having those at my retreat. Mel's making them.
Well, she's from Utah. That one makes sense. So, yeah, so we do a ham and like cheesy funeral potatoes and, I have a really good recipe that I got from college called sweet potato puff. And it's like a side dish, but it's so yummy it could be dessert. So I make that every year, and my family loves it, and my sister can't get enough of it. So I do some of those like traditional like side dish type things. And then I made a cheesecake, a pumpkin cheesecake last year, which was okay, but we were so full by the end of the meal, like no one even wanted any. So
Yeah, you hardly need dessert.
yeah. I think as far as neighbor gifts go, my favorite thing I ever did was my first year in the house, and I did a blog post and a video on it. I took little 6-packs of root beer and added like pipe cleaner antlers on them and gave them a little nose. It was, a 6-pack of rain beer. So we don't drink, so we did root beer, but you could do actual beers. You could get some Blue Moons or something and make them into actual reindeer that are beers and give them to your friends. It was fantastic. And sadly, like I dropped off the 6-pack on my neighbor's doorstep, and then the next day, like I asked them, like, how would you like it? They're like, what? You didn't get it? They're like, no. Someone stole it off their porch. I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad that I like made cookies later and took them over. I'm like, I feel so bad. You guys missed out.
Oh no! Who would steal little root beer reindeer?
I know. And it was like 2 days before Christmas.
Oh, that is so Grinchy.
Probably the same people who go around following the UPS truck and steal packages.
Yep, that happened to me last year.
Awful.
Yeah.
Speaking of UPS packages, this isn't where I live now, but where I lived before. I had a series of packages that were stolen. And like I was buying a bunch of stuff. I was getting ready to go out of town for a vacation. So I was buying a lot of vacation clothing in the middle of wintertime. And I come home from work one night and I pull in and I look at the front porch. I'm like, what is on the front porch? It looks like there's like a stack of packages. I'm like, that's weird. They're all like upside down. Well, it's bizarre. Cause like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when like the UPS man or FedEx leaves you a package, it's always with the label up.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, that's weird. So I take them inside and I turn them over and all of the boxes are opened. So whoever had been stealing my packages, like opened them up. They're like, oh, we don't want these. And then like, so at least I got my stuff.
Oh my gosh. You just lucked out and picked stuff they didn't want?
I guess they didn't want my plus size swimming suits and really, like flip flops. I don't know
So you're telling me that in Austin there's monsters, in Utah there's thieves. You all need to move up here.
Oh my gosh, that is awful.
Awful political campaign.
Yeah, exactly. That's a plague. Well, Jennifer, do you cook the holiday meals, or does Ken cook them?
Oh, Ken cooks, but our tradition on Christmas Day is my mom makes egg rolls, traditional egg rolls, from they're amazing. She took a cooking class when I was little, and learned how to make real good egg rolls, and they take forever. So she only does it once a year, and that's Christmas Day.
Oh, how nice!
So,
that's a fun tradition.
There is nothing better. They're so good. So that's
I love egg rolls.
And then we go out for Christmas Eve because it's my mom's birthday and my mother-in-law's birthday. So
oh, nice.
We do whatever they want to do. So
my husband's birthday is after Christmas. So you have that treacherous birthday period in December where you have to make sure you get people gifts.
Yeah.
Not wrapped in Christmas paper.
My mom always liked it. So did my mother-in-law because they said their family was always together. So
yeah, that is fun.
And
you're usually on vacation.
Yeah. So she loved it. But
yeah.
Yep. That's all.
Okay.
Little traditions, but nothing exciting.
I have a controversial question for both of you. Speaking of Christmas. Canned cranberries or fresh cranberries?
Canned.
Jennifer?
Fresh.
I think only because we've never really had fresh. We always just had canned jelly.
You'd never go back.
I'll have to
put
put
some
some in the box.
Jelly.
I'll put some in the box with the fruitcake so you know what it tastes like.
Okay.
We do fresh too. That was always my mom's specialty is cranberries with. She cooks them with orange juice and sugar and orange peel, and they're so good.
Delicious.
But I am married. I live in a mixed marriage. My husband is a canned cranberry person.
Oh.
So I am tolerant of your beliefs.
Do you have to have both on the table?
Well, no. We go to his parents' house, and that's where he gets the canned stuff. At my house, there's not a can. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. Are you a present shaker, or do you like to be surprised?
I think I told you guys the story about me looking at.
I was going to say, Christina's got a story about that.
Well, Lydia, do you know the story? If you do, then I've told it on Crafty Chat.
I don't think so.
The one where I like snuck up to my mom's closet and opened the gifts.
Bad Christina.
Wait, you opened your Christmas presents?
So I think I was probably like 8 or 9. I was pretty young. And my mom, the way she would wrap everyone's gifts, but she wouldn't put names on them. She just had like a specific wrapping paper for each child. There were 4 of us, and so there were just 4 different types of wrapping paper. Well, that year I'd seen commercials during, Saturday morning cartoons. I really wanted this doll. It was like this baby doll that came and it had a diaper on it. And you took the diaper off and you put it in water and then it dissolved. And it said if it was a boy or a girl. Does it sound familiar at all? Olivia? No? Okay, I haven't told it on track.
That sounds disgusting.
Well, it was really cool. Like it was like their birth certificate, basically, like dissolved. So I really wanted this baby doll. And I'd been like talking about it and dropping really good hints. Like I was really good about, making sure my mom knew this is what I wanted for Christmas. So it was probably a couple weeks before Christmas, and my mom thought she was all sneaky. She would always keep all the presents in the trunk of her car, but I guess she needed it for something. So she emptied out her trunk, put them all in her closet in her bedroom. So I went up to her bedroom. No one was home. It was just me. I went up to her closet, and I took a butter knife, and I put the butter knife underneath the edge of the wrapping paper and like cut it open. And like very carefully like fold back the wrapping paper. And it was the baby doll. And I was so excited. I'm like, I'm getting my doll. I was jumping up and down. I'm so excited. So then I like carefully wrap it back up, put the tape back on. Like you could not tell that it had been opened. So I put it back up in the closet. So Christmas morning comes and I come down the stairs, and she would have like, our different sets of wrapping paper, if they're out of the room, different spots. And then our stocking would be in front of us. That's how we would know whose was whose. So I come down and I'm like, all right, gonna get my doll. Come down the stairs and I look at my pile. I'm like, where is it? I look at my sister's pile. I was like, oh my gosh, she has a doll.
Oh
and I
my
couldn't say anything because I wasn't supposed to know. So she opens it up. She's all, oh, wow, a doll. And I was like, that's my doll. I was so upset. Okay, so she opens up the doll. Later that day, like all done, I'm like, put the diaper in the water. I'm more excited for this dang doll than she is. So she puts the diaper in the water and it dissolves and it comes out. And it doesn't say boy or girl. It says twins with instructions on how you mail in their certificate. And then you get another doll in the mail. I'm like, all right, my doll, I'm going to get one, So she mails it off, and probably like 6 weeks later, because it takes forever, another doll comes in the mail, and do I get it? No. She keeps it, her twins. If I was 8 or 9, she had to have been 11. Like, she was getting a little too old for baby dolls, already too old.
In your opinion.
Well, yeah, so I thought for sure it was mine.
But did you learn a valuable lesson, Christina?
Yeah, I learned a really valuable lesson. Open more gifts so you know which child is getting all those gifts. Instead of just the one.
Oh my God.
What does your mom think about all this?
I don't think she even remembers that. I think I told her once, she was like, I don't remember that happening. And my older sister, she doesn't remember it either. I'm like, this is because it was only traumatic for me.
Right, exactly.
Everyone else, it was like Christmas as usual. But for me, I was very upset.
Oh, that's too funny. Are you a present shaker, Jennifer?
No. I am a rule follower, unlike Christina Werner, who is a rule breaker. I
don't like to break rules unless, it's Christmas.
Unless a present is at stake.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Well, I can't even handle wrapping gifts and like giving it to someone and waiting for them to open it. I'm like, open the dang gift. Like, I want to know what's in it.
Or you just tell them what it is.
Yeah.
See, I'm a practical gift giver. And so usually I know what I'm getting, or I know they know what they're getting, because I want to make sure we get it right. So it's so loud here.
I love giving gifts that make the recipient cry because they're so good.
Yes.
You're good at that.
My favorite one, and like my sister was bawling like a baby, was I think I was a senior in high school, and she had my nephew that year. It was her first baby. She's 5 years older than me, so she had a baby. I don't know, she was 21 or something, or 22. So one of my friends in my painting class, he was an amazing artist. He would do these lifelike drawings. And anyway, so I took my nephew's like 1 month old photo to him, and I said, can you draw this, pencil drawing? And he did it, and it was beautiful. I mean, so lifelike, you couldn't even believe it. And then I had it framed and I gave it to her, and she just like opened it up and then just like proceeded to like cry like you wouldn't believe, bawl like a baby.
Aw, that's amazing.
So if you do something with their children that makes them cry, or something that's like very sentimental, like my former stepmother, she had like her late husband, like they bought this house together and then later they moved or whatever. Anyway, I got a picture of the house and I did a watercolor of the house.
Wow.
And that made her cry. And anyway, I like to do presents like that.
Yeah, something that really means something to them. What's your favorite gift that you've ever gotten? Like whether you were a child or an adult or whatever. What's the one that just really, you remember opening it?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what mine was while you're thinking.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know the Madame Alexander dolls. I was not much of a doll person, but I did love those Madame Alexander dolls because they were all characters from books that I read, because we didn't have a TV when I was growing up, so I read a lot of books. So my Alice in Wonderland doll was my favorite doll, and Alice went everywhere with me. She went on road trips. We went to 48 states, and Alice went with us. She was looking, I still have her. She's looking pretty raggedy. But I remember one Christmas, and I don't remember how old I was, but we had already moved to Texas, so I was probably 5 or 6. And I came down on Christmas morning to find the best present I have ever gotten in my life. And it was this little tiny set of bunk beds. Like it looked like a real piece of furniture, little bunk beds for Alice. Now, I don't know why she needed bunk beds, because she was
For slumber parties.
For what?
Slumber parties for the other dolls to come visit.
Yeah. So, but I remember completely freaking out and thinking that was the coolest thing I had ever seen. I love those bunk beds. I wish I still had those. I still have her, but I don't have those.
Awesome. I think the one that's coming to mind, I think when you're little and growing up and you get toys and things for Christmas, sometimes those can kind of blend together. You don't remember them quite as much unless it's something really like special, like your doll bed or whatever.
Yeah.
Mine was probably, I think it was my senior year of high school. My mom, she's always been really good about, like, if any of the kids showed an interest in something, she was really good about supporting them in that interest. And that year, was it that? No, it was the year previous. I'd gotten into calligraphy and drawing. And so for Christmas, my senior year of high school, she bought me a drawing desk.
Ooh, that's a nice gift.
I still have it. In fact, it's the drawing desk that I used as my craft desk until I moved into the house. So I've had the thing for years. I still have it. Held up really, really well, especially for it being nearly 20 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I have that drawing desk. I love that drawing desk.
That's awesome.
And it felt like, legitimizing what I was doing, like it wasn't like just some passing phase that I was going to get over later and whatever. She was really good about that. And I remember she went to like the local art store and like asked them like, what type of desk should she get? And all the tools that she was buying for me for calligraphy. And for a single mom, that's like a big investment. So that was super amazing.
Absolutely.
So basically you got your thoughtful gift giving from your mama.
Yeah.
Probably. She's really good at gift giving. She is.
Do you have a favorite, Jennifer?
That I received?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Isn't that terrible?
I love when Jennifer's surprised enough that she cries. Like when Sherry Carroll surprised her.
Yeah, there was a retreat one time where we all got together and Sherry wasn't going to be coming. And Sherry showed up and I was like a little baby crying.
I'm like, oh, the costumes are up with Jennifer.
I did the same thing when Kathy Rakusin showed up at my house when I was moving. She just showed up.
That was so sweet.
And helped, and she is like a worker bee. She set up my temporary craft room. She set up my kitchen. She was just like a machine. She's good at moving, and I never had done it. So those are the kind of gifts that but as far as things, I don't know. See, I like the egg rolls that my mom makes on Christmas. That's like my gift, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So
in Texas, our egg rolls are tamales. So that's what we do at Christmas. We have Mexican egg rolls. All right. Well, I guess we better wrap up since we have construction going on. So
yeah, I'm sorry for all the distractions. This is just
it happens.
The way things go around here.
Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy the beginning of your holiday crafting season.
Yes.
And we will talk to y'all next time.
See ya.